Hello my friends, today I am filming a random book haul that I wasn't really anticipating, but basically my old neighbours, they were getting rid of loads of books and they said, let's think of Jen, she'll probably want some of these. 3 bags later, I had to put one of the bags in another bag and then fill it up around it. The easiest way to carry it home with me. Let's go through what I got. So, I'm just going to grab these out at random. I'm not really going to talk too much about them. But I have P.D. James's Death Comes to Pemberley. This one I recognise the name. I think it's a Jane Eyre sequel, I believe. Written by P.D. James, and this is how it is. I think it might have had a TV show recently as well. Something like that. Recognised it. She had loads of classics, which is awesome. I have Daphne Du Maurier's The Internal World of Branwell Bronte. Pursued by the twin demons of drink and madness, Branwell Bronte created a private world that was indeed infernal. As a bold and gifted child, his promise seemed boundless to the 3 adoring sisters over whom his rule was complete. But as an adult, the precocious flame of genius distorted and burned low. With neither the strength nor the resources to counter rejection, unable to sell his paintings or publish his books, Branwell became a spectre in the Bronte story, in pathetic contrast with the astonishing achievements of Charlotte, Emily and Anne. Daphne Du Maurier concentrates all her biographer's skill on the shadowy figure of the unknown Bronte, and no reader could fail to be intensely moved by Branwell's final retreat into laudanum, alcohol and death. So I believe it's like a non-fictional biographical piece. I'm trying to get into the Bronte sisters. I'm currently reading what's it called? The Tenant at Wildfell Hall, which I'm pretty sure is by one of the Brontes, and I've read Wuthering Heights, and I'm just hoping to get through all of their books basically and learn a bit about them. And one of my neighbours, she was definitely a good source to go to because she has loads of books, like loads of books written about the Brontes, loads of books that are like sequels to their stories and stuff. Then I have 3 of Agatha Christie's books. These are really cute little additions. I've got some more dotted in here, so obviously I'll show you guys when I get to them. But we have The Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, that's a lie. This is The Murder on the Links. My apologies. Interesting that. We have Peril at the End House. And we have The Adventure of the Christmas Pudding. I also have Terry Pratchett and Neil Gaiman's Good Omens. I've been wanting to get to this for ages. Been wanting to check out the show, just not yet got around to it. Here we have Mansfield Revisited, a sequel to Jane Austen's Mansfield Park, and this is by Joan Aiken. On to bag 2, Phantom of the Opera by Gaston Leroux. I watched the movie for this a couple of years ago and really loved it. I was shocked at how much I enjoyed it, so I'm hoping to really enjoy the book as well. Is it a play? For some reason I always thought it was a play like itself, but no, it is like a little novella. Oh, the brother of my 2 neighbours, he loaned me Ghost Hunt, the complete series, which is an anime series, and I'm hoping to love it. He was telling me all about it, and we were just talking anime, manga, books, all these sort of things, and he instantly like chucked this at me and said, watch it. And this says, the appeal of the unknown is undeniable, and 17-year-old Mai Taniyama is hooked. This fact, coupled with her burgeoning psychic powers, leads Mai to join the ranks of the Shibuya psychic research team. Led by enigmatic Kazuya Naru, she works alongside a spirit medium and a shrine maiden, an exorcist and a monk to uncover the darkest mysteries of the unseen. Oh, that sounds so cool. So it's 25 episodes on 4 discs. I think I might get tucked into that really soon. We have another Agatha Christie book, and this is The Hollow. Don't know about any of these books, like the information, but I have read like one Agatha Christie and I really enjoyed it. But I've watched like some of her TV show adaptations and some of the movies, and I've really enjoyed it as well. I have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and I do believe I actually have a copy of this. I didn't realise at the time, but this is a really nice edition as well. It looks really cute. This is the Wordsworth Classics edition. I have Tess of the D'Urbervilles by Thomas Hardy. I remember on BBC years ago they had like a TV series, or it might have been a movie or a 2-part or whatever, that I really enjoyed. So it's kind of been living in the back of my head since then to check out the book. So here we have it. Wilkie Collins, The Women in White. I recognise it, but I don't know a lot about it. So the back says, when the hero Walter Hartwright on a moonlit night in North London encounters a solitary, terrified and beautiful woman dressed in white, he feels impelled to solve the mystery of her distress. The intricate plot is peopled with finely characterised cast, from the peevish invalid Mr. Fairley to the corpulent villain Count Fosco and the enigmatic woman herself. It doesn't give you a lot into what it's about, but we shall see. And then they said I was going to be blown away by this one because it's very scandalous apparently, and it is Pride and Promiscuity, The Lost Sex Scenes of Jane Austen by Ariel Exeter. And apparently there's a lot of stuff in here, so this will be interesting. Obviously after I've read Pride and Prejudice I'll give this a go, but it says, in 2002 an amateur Jane Austen scholar, while staying at Hertfordshire Estate, stumbled upon a hidden cache of manuscript pages and made an extraordinary literary discovery: lost scenes from Jane Austen's novels that reveal an altogether different dimension to her oeuvre. I don't know how to say that word. Okay, into the last bag now, and the first lot are once again more Agatha Christie. So we have Death on the Nile, which is one of the movies I watched recently and really enjoyed. I have Five Little Piggies. I really do like these editions. And I have Murder on the Orient Express. Oh, and I also have the clocks as well. Got a bit of Edgar Allan Poe here. We have Spirits of the Dead, Tales and Poems. So this includes The System of Dr. Tarn, Professor Feather, A Predicament, The Angel of the Odd, and other stories. And then in poems, it's got the famous The Raven and Lenore. And it's also including The Bells, The City and the Sea, and Annabel Lee, as well as much more. We have Jean Rhys's Wild to Go to Sea. I've really been keeping my eye out for a really nice edition of this, and I quite like this Penguin Classics one. Really stunning. And this is like a prequel to the wife in Jane Eyre. I can't remember the actual name. Haven't yet read Jane Eyre. It's all about her backstory and where she came from, how she happened to be in the attic. Then we have The Witcher. I've been wanting to start The Witcher for so long. I've been looking gazingly at so many of the box sets, but glad to have taken this copy off of her hands. It looks like it's barely been read, like it's so like perfect. So yeah, this is, I think, a couple of short stories or something before the main books start, because I'm pretty sure the main books get quite chunky. So yeah, this is The Last Wish. The Last Wish, not The Last Witch. Okay, we have the last two books. We have Lemmy, the autobiography with Janice Garza, White Line Fever. Introduction from Lars Ulrich. And this has a bit of hair on it. It says Lemmy's name was synonymous with notorious excess. His blood would have killed another human being. This is the up-to-date story of the heaviest drinking, oversexed speed freak in the music business who tragically passed away in December 2015. Lemmy had quickly outgrown his local bands in Wales and tripped through his early career with the Rockin' Vickers backstage touring with Jimi Hendrix and his time with Hawkwind. In 1975, he went on to create the speed metal and formed the legendary band Motorhead. So it's all about him. And lastly, I also pretty sure I have an edition of this, but this is the one that I actually wanted originally, and it's got a lot of hate. But that is Dacre Stoker's Dracul, which is supposed to be like a prequel to Dracula. And it's also got J.D. Barker. Is it two authors? Yeah, two authors. So yeah, it's inspired by the notes Dracula's creator left behind, apparently. And this is the edition that I originally wanted because it's cute. It's got like a little cutout. Eee, look, so cute. Oh, and there's more people down here. But I know that it's not had very good reviews. And yeah, even my neighbour was like, yeah, I hated it. So that is it for this rather spontaneous book haul. So grateful to be in people's thoughts at like, who should I give these books to? Let me think of Jen. Like, that's so nice. My heart soars. But yeah, that's it for this video. Let me know if you have read any of these yourselves. But for now, I shall speak to you in another video soon. Bye.